Are you a wild one too? Maybe you don't grow like one of these, but you grow like daisies grow, and it doesn't matter where life throws you. You just wonder how the hell you got here, why everybody else gets to grow to be tended to and loved on and in tribe and not isolated. Hi and hello and welcome to growing up in the trenches or being thrust into them. I want to read you a piece today, and I pray that it blesses you. And if you are a wild one, you're a wildflower and you just kind of grow wherever the wind goes, this is for you. Away we go. The wind is such a powerful force of nature. So much so that if you catch it on the perfect day, you'll find it to be a horse of a different color. A lot of people grow up in this altruistic way. The wind is gentle, the tulips planted in rows, the sunshine is your friend, and the showing of the moon's face is the moment you get instantly tired. Everything is peaceful, everything is lovely, nothing is wrong, and nothing hurts. I'm 100% certain that if you are hearing this, reading this, you didn't grow up this way. Or maybe life threw you a curveball, one that you never saw coming, one that made you wonder if you were worth anything at all. One that perhaps told you how very much you were not. One that has, for the time being, made you rather terrified of storms and what they are capable of. Fickle things, too, storms are. One minute it's raining and the next you're gripping an AM radio, holding onto a tree for dear life, just trying to stay where you know. This patch of dirt, this acreage of land, this field of dreams that may be nightmares, but still hard to let go because they are your nightmares. And let's be honest, that's all that you've ever really known, you know? I should probably tell you here that I'm a farm kid. I'm the friend with every hymn memorized, skin like a coloring book, and all the knowledge about dirt, seeds, and breezes of opportunity that any one girl will ever need. I'll use that knowledge to tell you this, friend to friend. The wind is unpredictable in this life, and after growing up in a home so abusive it made the news, a marriage so very similar, I'm just happy I made it out alive. And countless other storms that ripped loose any roots dangled into tainted soil. There was a time in my life that I thought my lot in life was to sail. I was good at sailing too, floating on the wings of tornadoes, gusting away before I could sprout, running as fast as I could from anything healthy, and finding myself a long, long way from home. One of my favorite things about the Bible as a kid who knew more about cows than people is this. It is so full of analogies of how to grow. Despite it all, in spite of it all, I remember how much it reminded me of a farmer's almanac, just with a healthy dose of so much more knowledge inside of it. Keep your hand on the plow. Don't look back. Reap what you sow. You know? Things a farm kid just understands. And chances are you're no farm kid, but maybe you're a city kid that wished to God there was just a yard, or maybe you grew up with a silver spoon and wondered what it was like to have love and not things, or maybe you grew up in the projects where things were a dream that might not ever come true. We're a lot alike, you know, all of us. Wild little wanderers sent sailing in the wind, pine sprouts spiraling to a whole new forest, daisy seeds and stubborn red clay wondering how anything beautiful can grow here. Concrete jungles where one dandelion survives to become the centerpiece of a neighborhood chalkboard game of hopscotch. When life picks you up, you don't really have a choice. But this is where I depend so deeply upon Jesus. John 3:8 says this, "The wind blows wherever it wants to. Just as you can hear the wind but can't tell where it comes from or where it's going, so it is with everyone who is born of the Spirit." And that's what is happening that you may or may not recognize right now. A move of the Spirit in the middle of your desert, in the middle of your storm, using this momentum to carry you someplace where they will stop to say, "My God," at this flower. However did it grow here, and how did it get here, and what keeps it thriving here where other things have surely come to die? I wish I could tell you where you're going. Basically, I wish I could point at a field, and I know right now that would help because it would have helped me. when I was standing in food bank lines. It would have helped me when my career smashed to pieces like glass in a floorboard. It would have helped me when I had 5 kids to explain why to, when I had yet to know why things always happen the way that they do. So where's the solace right now for you? You'll think I'm crazy, well, for a while, but this thing may be the best thing that ever happens to you. The ripping of roots, the tearing of leaves, the deep down ache in the spaces the pest nibbled your petals away, this realization that the wind blows wherever it wants, just as God does whatever pleases him. Now I hear you thinking already, God did this to me. No, my dear, God did not do this to you. I know right now you feel like you just want to fit in with those perfect pink tulips, be a potato that gets to grow underground, hide forever. But that's not your portion. Can I tell you a secret that I've come to know on the other side of these pages and these many mattered blobs of ink or a screen? The wind, the sirens, the fence posts that got thrown into your neighbor's yard. The most brutal of storms don't come to destroy, my child. They come to clear your path. Where you lack certainty, it creates one route. Where you lack purpose, it reveals your anointing. Where you lack the ability to leave a situation that was killing you, you are now not only a survivor, but a victor. And other times, a storm makes no sense at all. You're probably sad and angry and crying when the kids go to sleep. You may even find that you don't know who in the hell you are anymore. And that's a good thing, starting over, after all you've witnessed. A blessing it surely is to grow wild eyes, spiritual sight into the natural, to see the life you've always deserved, and maybe even desired, without ever being brave enough to voice it. This wind has come to free you from the bondage of what you thought you knew and send you in a land that you were too scared to even dream of then. Just like the children of Israel, if you're anything like me, the promised land might have been a warped vision for you. It might look like abuse. For others, it might look like just one day your child is not angry or using, cutting, or dissociating. It might look like getting to buy all the groceries you need, or to feel a love from someone that you've prayed to feel it from since you were young. Maybe you feel like you'll always be alone, and maybe life has told you that's your own fault. Oh, wildflower, what I wish that you knew. This storm, this rage-filled hurting that has left you raw on the operating table, this is the you that God can use. This is the you that has needed healing longer than you ever even knew until today. This is the you that will one day make the children stop to wonder how on earth anything could grow here, let alone anything this beautiful. And you will be living proof of the glory of the Most High God. That we can grow where the wild wind takes us, and not only can we grow, we can become so wildly joyful here, so rebelliously sold out to Jesus and the change he offers, that all the tulips you used to envy will stop to wonder what it would be like to get to be wild, wonderful you for a day. Trusting fully in God to grow her even here, maybe even, especially even here. Keep growing, little wildflower. You deserve it. And you'll see one day this was always the place for you.